PS2 mini games.
Hello and welcome back to another episode of PS2 mini games. We're going to CEX hunting in Lowestoft this week. Quite possibly the smallest CEX I've been to. I've been there before, we're going to go there again. They've got a few games I've looked online that I actually need, so hopefully I've still got them by the time I get there in about an hour's time. Dave and Colin will also be tagging along. I'm sure they'll be in the video somewhere. If not, I'll just insert them somewhere. Also, we're looking at some charity shops. There's quite a few in Lowestoft, and hopefully I'll find the odd game there that I actually might need or want. But you never know. So what are we waiting for? Let's go. Well, that was a bit of a weird one, but a successful one. CeX Lowestoft, a fantastic customer service. They can't organise though. As you'll see in the video, it's still the only other place I've been to where the games are not in alphabetical order. So, and I think I recorded it. You'll see as I scroll across, they're all nothing's alphabetical. So I had to search for things. I had to search one by one, which is a colossal pain. Not the biggest pain in the world, but it's just not fun. It's just not fun at all. I didn't check anything else, but PS2 is just not organised. I know the reason why. It's because their store is so small, they actually can't get any more games on the shelf. That's seriously the reason. But as I said, the customer service is fantastic. While I was there, by the way, I didn't record this because I couldn't do it for the simple reason that I was carrying so many bags. I did a lot of trade-ins. If you remember the first eBay episode, the eBay lot, I bought a lot of games. I got about 29 games out of them. I think it was like episode 4 or 5. I had a lot of leftover games. I tried selling them on eBay, but eBay's gone off a cliff. It's not a seller's market, it's a buyer's market, so you're not going to get what things are really worth these days. Only in the last 2 months, that is, anyway. But I couldn't even get £100 for the games I was trying to sell, which was actually quite generous offer. And it shows how much the market's fallen off the cliff. I got more from CeX. That tells you. So you might notice this. This is, I can't literally emphasize enough, this is a 6.5 foot receipt. I measured it. This has over 100 games on this receipt that I traded in. And as you can imagine, you're probably thinking now, oh, Jesus Christ, he traded 100 games in CeX, they must have hated him. No, actually, they were quite nice about it. I got lucky also. So all these games, before I go any, all these games were in decent condition, so I wouldn't trade anything in which I didn't think they would take. But, unlike Great Yarmouth, who check every game, they didn't check every game. They checked to make sure the CD was there, but they didn't actually check underneath it to see the back of the CD. So I could have really screwed them over, but I didn't. I actually traded in good stuff. But the point is, yeah, they should really check everything. But then again, I did trade in like 112 games. So yeah, it could be just me. Anyway, for that trading, I got well, I got over here actually, strangely enough. Yeah. So I now got £112.90 CeX voucher. By the time this goes out, that'll be gone, by the way, because I plan to use this in Peterborough and Huntington. So this will be gone. But as you can imagine, I got quite a bit of money to play with in those 2 CEXs, so I'm pretty happy about that. Also, generally speaking, I did check the quality of the games I bought here, because I bought about 7 of them. They're in decent condition, so I didn't buy anything major, but it is what it is. Also, you might have noticed, I also bought this. I actually bought this from one of the charity shops. I want to say it was Age UK. It was either that or the Red Blood, not British Heart Foundation. It wasn't British Heart Foundation. Anyway, I bought this from a charity shop. I paid a sizzling £2 for that, and that is obviously meant to be a DVD rack. But obviously it's perfect for PS2 games, so I've now got a rack for 40 games. For £2, that's fantastic, because building one of these, that's low-end 3 figures. That would cost me £100 in wood, in like plywood. That's what these cost. Obviously screws and nuts also, but that cost me £2 for 40 games, so that's probably equivalent of 1 row. That's probably what that is. So also it's kind of handy for putting the new games in while I grab them one by one, so it's a win-win. Also, hopefully I can do this. I did say this in the last episode, I have actually built a new shelving unit, and this one's going to be just for the Platinum games. It's a smaller one, but as you can see, it's probably my best shelving unit I've built so far. I ain't done the bottom shelf. I can probably get 2 more shelves out of that, but I would go obviously vertical, but it ruins the video. So, but I'm happy with that. I had to put it on the right side of the room, so actually I've got like 3. This, see what I mean? So that's also good. Also, I did another games count because we haven't put it in the list in the last 3 games. We are roughly just short of 250. That includes the platinums, by the way. So about 78 platinums, and we'll take off 1, 2, 3, about 1182 normal versions. So we are very close to halfway, if not there. Also, I've got to count the platinums because I keep saying 429. I actually could be wrong. It could be less, which would be fantastic because they're so hard to find. Anyway, we're going to go through the games one by one now. So no, we've got 7 games from CeX Lowestoft. First one, we've got some shovelware here. At the Races, Gallop Racer. First of all, I'm actually impressed they made a game about horse racing. Secondly, I'm impressed that people bought this. Over 3,000 horses and 32 fantastic race courses. Also, if you find footage for this, Dave, I'll be impressed. Never going to play this. No, it might be a lie. If I'm like with Dave and Colin, just for giggles, I might play this, but I highly doubt it. at the bottom there for a second. Game number 2, Buzz the Mega Quiz. I think I mentioned in the last episode, there's a lot of Buzz games. I mean, the Buzz franchise really did take off on the PS2. I think it also hit the PS3, but it died. I think it's like 20 Buzz games. I've got the majority of them now. The Mega Quiz was like £6, so this actually is one of the higher price ones. The most expensive one, I think, is Buzz Brain of the UK, which is, I think is like £20 up. I could be wrong. It could be more than that. We'll splice in from CeX how much it's, what they class how much it's worth. But I'm happy with this. Another one of the Buzz franchise I can wipe off now. So yeah, more like it. Strangely enough, I still do need to get the actual Buzz like controller things. You know, because obviously you get like Buzz, the actual Buzz accessories. They're not expensive. I can get them anytime I want, but I do need to get them. If I do, I might. David and Carl don't know this, but we might have like one episode of us just playing like 20-year-old quiz game. Oh, look, they might hate that. Anyway, game number 3, Chronicles of Narnia: Prince Caspian. To tell you the truth, I didn't actually know this game existed until I saw it in Lowestoft. I knew I needed it because I didn't know it existed. I'm sure it was a decent game. A sizzling pound dropped on this one. The Prince Caspian film, I actually prefer that to the first one. I know that's blasphemous, but I actually think it works out better. The third film was awful and it killed the franchise. Just goddamn awful. More shovelware incoming. From the Dance UK franchise, Dance UK Extra Track. Now, I kid you not. In the Dance UK, there is Dance UK, Dance UK XL, Dance UK Extra Track, Dance UK Extra, and there is 2 more Dance UK. They're pretty much the same game with little extras. Why? Why so many games? I'm going to say it was like SingStar that the female PS2 gamers enjoyed this. Obviously the microphone and dance thing. I do realise though, it has actually got the So Solid Crew song 21 Seconds.
21 seconds.
You can dance to that? I'm out of touch reality. But in all seriousness, Dance UK probably bought a lot of, probably made a lot of money for Sony and the PS2. Just like SingStar, they made so many games of it, and obviously people like dancing, people like singing, people like quizzes. All these generic franchises are one of the main reasons why the PS2, till this day, is still the best-selling console of all time. I don't know how long that's going to be though, because the Switch is very close to taking that over. But just remember, 155 million PS2s were sold. Just take that in. Take that in. 155 million. That's some money. That's some real money. Game number 5, Gift. I don't even know what this game is, but the art on the front of it kind of scares me. I'm going to have to Google this at some point, because I literally know nothing of this, but it's like those weird, like, there's like a Cinderella game with like weird art on the PS2 too, like Sleeping Beauty. I think they're made by the same people. They're incredibly weird, and some of them are incredibly expensive. I literally know nothing of this. I might have to play it for like 10 minutes and they like grasp it, and I might come back to it in the next episode. Simple as. $3.50 though, so it can't be horrific. Or can it? Game 6, let's get American. NASCAR! We're gonna go really fast and we're gonna turn to the left!
I'm gonna drive and I'm gonna go fast and I'm gonna turn to the left sometimes.
I know NASCAR is taken so seriously in America. I know they enjoy it, but they do just go really fast and turn to the left for about 200 laps. And I know they're doing about 200 miles an hour while they're doing it, so it's quite intensive. But it bores me. It really does bore me. I mean, I watched it when Dale Earnhardt was driving. And I used to have a game list like in PS1, and it was kind of fun at playing it. But 200 laps around the same circuit. Dear God. I mean, Formula 1's gotten quite boring in the last 3 years because it's just same people winning. But NASCAR, and obviously I do realise it was invented basically from bootlegging in the 1920s to early 30s with Prohibition. That's how NASCAR came to be, which is pretty cool. So I'll give you that one, that's pretty cool. Game number 7, the last one, PTO, Pacific Theatre Operations. Okay, I'm intrigued by this one. I'm actually going to play this. Gunboats and planes? Sign me up. I don't know if it's an RPG or you actually get to control the gunboats and planes, but I'll be giving it a crack. That sounds like a good game to me. So this is probably the weakest haul I've gotten so far from these gaming haul trips. Not the greatest haul for me, but Dave did get some more Xbox 360 games for his collection. We'll splice it in if we actually call it that. And also, Colin, the collector of everything, got some more PSP games for his collection. We'll splice that in. It makes it so much more fun shopping with friends who are also game collectors. Obviously, Dave, you can tell, Dave collects Xbox 360 games. Colin literally collects everything. But at the moment, he's doing PSP, PS Vita, and Wii U games. So he thought, I won't just go for one hard collection. I'll go for 3 hard collections. Hey, more power to you. To be fair, collecting 24 to 2800 games isn't easy either, but it's kind of fun. So, depending on when this video comes out, the next video might be OLL. It might be the Peterborough Huntington episode. It depends which one comes first. I don't know. It's literally what turns up first. So that's it for this episode. Thank you for watching again. Please comment. I do reply to all comments. Like, and if you want to subscribe, that would be greatly appreciated. We were doing far better than we thought we would. We're only a month old and we're already nearly 100 subscribers already. We didn't think we'd get there for at least multiple months. We're talking like 4 or 5 months, even if we became mildly popular. So for those who have subscribed, thank you very much. Next episode probably will be out. Well, you know it's gonna be, we do episode once a week. You know this by now. We don't pick specific days or Pacific days. I can't say certain words properly. I'm sorry. We don't use certain days. We literally, when I'm not working, when I'm not recording. So it could turn out on a Monday, it could turn out on a Friday, but it will be in 1 week. It will be in 7 days. So anyway, thank you for watching again. I'll see you next time. Have a very good afternoon, evening, morning, whatever you're doing right now. Thank you. Bye.
PS Too Many Games.